Hi guys, it's Ashley or Ashy Cutie. So this is going to be another addition into the trinkets from my grandparents' house that I've been documenting on my channel. But I do have but this is I went to Goodwill yesterday and I thought I would show this stuff off. So first of all, I have this Calico Critters, like it's like a carry case, but it turns into like a house, and I thought I could use this for storage, so that's mainly why I bought it. But inside is, they had a whole bunch, my Goodwill had a whole bunch of Precious Moments stuff. This one is so cute. And then here's a little trinket box. This is a little groom. I believe it comes in a set, but obviously they only had this one. And I mainly got it because he's got a really cute frog in his pocket, and he's really, really cute. This is like a little ornament. This is a, it's hard to like actually see it because of the bubble. A little snow globe. Then lastly, one of the little dolls. This one is, I think, a reindeer, I guess. This is one of the Hi Babies. I have another one of these, and it looks a lot different to this one. But they're cute, so. And I think that's it for those. So I wanted to show those off because now I can pack them away. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of room in my bedroom, so I have to pack away a lot of my like nicer collectibles. And then the last thing I bought is this bag of like little trinkets, and I thought I would open it up and show it to you guys. We have a Hershey's whatchamacallit figure. Some sort of bird thing. Alright, I just really quickly organized it a little bit. I didn't look too in depth at what everything was. So, but I just kind of looked at kind of vaguely. This was in there, which is very dangerous. A like very nasty looking lure. I'm gonna toss that probably because ew. A tiny little prop hat. A lot of this is very tiny, like dollhouse looking toys, trinkets, so I'm very pleased about that. Like miniatures. We've got a couple animal things. We got a dice. This teeny tiny fly. Some costume jewelry. There's some in this little like yeah, just some costume jewelry. Like some, it looks like the stuff you'd get out of like vending machines. We have a couple of these like keychain what are these, license plate? Another dice. Some tools. I don't know what this is. Some mini tools. Some miniature like food stuff. These look vintage. We have 7-Up. We've got a can of Dr. Pepper. I'll have to give that to my doll because I love Dr. Pepper. And there's some like candy and stuff. Oh my god, wait. These have like pop tops. You can pop the top. Oh my god. That's so cute. You can like pop the top. Oh my god. That's amazing. A mini toothpaste. We have some buttons and pins. This is a Zippo lighter pin. And then a couple button badges. A couple actual buttons. I think. Those are actual buttons. Some mini balls. This one looks like it's a baseball, and this one just looks like a kickball, I guess. Some various like plastic things. I think this is a UFO. And then this looks like a plane. A mini plane. And then there's a mini like bear. A whistle, a tiny doll hairbrush. We got a Coke bottle. Actually, I have a modern one of those, but it's not the green glass. So this is a modern one, and here's this one's probably more dollhouse scale. This looks like more like I don't know, toy scale, I guess. These are very interesting to me. This is like I don't even know what it says. I don't know. It's like some sort of game, I guess. There's a little ball in there. And then there is it's like ventricular, lentricular, whatever. It's like a little toy clock. And a thermometer, a mini thermometer. And a mini whistle. So, and lastly, there's another costume ring. Oh my god, a tiny mini picnic table. Here, we can put our fly there. And lastly, we have some like metal things. These look like pendants. A little Minnie Mouse pendant, and then like some sort of claw. Anyway, yeah, so that was my little trinket stuff. This will all be very good for crafts and such. and dollhouses and stuff. So I think it was a good buy. So now we will move on to the stuff from my grandparents. Alright, so I have 2 like boxes of stuff to show you guys in this video. I went up Valentine's Day. I think I've mentioned this. I went up Valentine's Day, and then I went up about 2 weeks ago, just for the weekend. And I feel like I've finally started to make progress on cleaning that room I've been cleaning. So hopefully soon we can actually start like clearing out their house some, and like organizing it and like seeing what we want to donate, seeing what other people in the family want, and maybe some stuff to sell. This is the box I brought back from last time. I also have another box that my dad brought back. I had like packed it up before when we were all there the last time, and he brought that home. And then I have a whole giant tote of things of art supplies to bring home. But my dad's gonna bring that home for me next time he goes to visit. So first off, I found this nice purse. It's Mountain Ridge, and it doesn't have a lot of wear on it. It's, maybe needs a little bit of cleaning, but yeah, Mountain Ridge. But I like it, so that's why it came home with me. And I believe I mentioned in the last installment of this series, I might want to do a junk journal of this kind of stuff that I find, and I do think I want to do that. I just need to find the right book to do that, because ideally it would also come from my grandparents' house, but I don't know. So you might see that sometime soon. Alright, I'm just going to shut up now, and I will interject when I feel like it is interesting to do so. So, I found hundreds and hundreds of these like gift cards, postcards, stuff like that. A majority of them were never used. Never. Some of them had stuff from other people, but a lot of them didn't. So that's why I felt comfortable taking them. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might be better to do like a photo album more than a junk journal. I don't know. That's just a chunk of wood. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'd hate to cut up a lot of this stuff, I guess, and like stick it in a book. Maybe a photo album would be better. I mean, I guess I could stick it in like sleeves. I don't know. This is just a fraction of the like birthday cards, gift cards that I found. Yeah. So. Oh, I stuck these in there. These are ones I bought from Five Below. This was for my mom. So those aren't from my grandparents' house. I don't know. I could always use some of this stuff in like a photo album and then like take pictures of some of the other art, but I don't know. Alright, so my foot was asleep and the mess was driving me crazy, so I cleaned it up. And we have one more thing from this crate of stuff, and that is this box of stuff. This is mine. I know this is mine. I have other pieces of art from this thing. I've always liked making up creatures, and there was like a computer game that my brother and I really liked where you start off as a little germ and you like went around and ate up stuff to get bigger, and we made up this thing called the Icks, and I believe this is an ick, and this was the black ick. I found this is the second Pokemon card I found. This one's from 2008. The first one, I don't know where I put it. I'll have to find it so I can show it off. The first one is from like one of the original sets of Pokemon cards that ever came out, and it was kind of baffling to find Pokemon cards in general, but specifically that one because it was from like 1999, 1998, I don't remember, and I was born in 1998, so like I don't know who in my family would have been collecting Pokemon cards that early. I talked to some friends about it, and one of the main theories is like a vending machine. Like she got one out of a vending machine, or like maybe she went to some sort of gift card like stationery thing and they had Pokemon cards. I don't know. But I'll have to find that so I can show it off. Okay, so this last thing, this is just a piece of wood and a pencil. This last thing is an Avon makeup kit, I believe. Oh, and everything, of course, falls out at me. I think it's Avon. Avon, yeah. And it's obviously really old, but it's really cool. And I almost am considering like taking the paint out, the makeup out and like turning it into a paint palette. Not like turn the makeup into a paint palette, but like put actual watercolor paints in there or something. I don't know. It feels like just such a waste, I guess. Now let's see if I can put it back together. Okay, that was way harder than it should have been. Alright, so that is everything for this black crate of stuff. I will be back in another clip to show you some more stuff, probably. I'll have to make sure, because I found some like sensitive stuff in that I know is in the other thing, so I'll have to be pretty careful about that one, but yeah. Alright, so it is the day after I filmed that first portion of the video, but I have my, second box of stuff to show off, and I'm sure if you can see around this, it looks crazy. I was like organizing all of my stuff that I've brought home from my grandparents, but first off, I was going to show you so I talked about maybe doing a junk journal with this kind of stuff, and I went down and looked in my like storage for that kind of stuff, and I have this huge this is a Canson sketchbook. It's, I don't even know how big it is. I have a ruler somewhere. Hold on. 11 by 14 maybe. And so this is my first option. I do have a spiral bound version of this, I believe, and both of those are from my I found at my grandparents' house, so that was be one of the reasons I would use that. I'm not sure if I want to use the spiral version because it's kind of nice paper, I think. And then the other thing, this was thrifted, but my mom used to be, this is a Creative Memories photo album. It's a 12 by 12. My mom and my entire family used to be really into the Creative Memories stuff, so she actually has this exact same photo album, and it's like my photo album with like pictures of me, so I might use that. I don't know. I will update you guys on what I decide. Okay, so I can't show this box, but it has risk pieces in it, and then it has some like sensitive stuff in it, like stuff that says my dad's name. So we're gonna skedaddle that out of here. I moved this so I could show you those sketchbook things. This is a little small like jewelry box, doll dresser kind of deal. I might clean this up and use it for doll things or like my little toys and stuff, but it's really cute, so. So this got thrown in there, but it is not. Well, it's technically from my grandparents' house from when I went to visit them. My my grandparents' dump has this place where you can like put like nicer things that you want to get rid of for free. Like, it's not like you go in there and buy stuff, but it's just like a shed that they have where you can. It's like a salvage shed, I guess. And I went with my grandfather to the dump the last time I was with them, and I looked in the shed, and I found a book for my dad, a book for me, these, and I don't have it with me, but I found like this tiny glass bird. I'll have to insert a clip or something, but so earlier in the video, I showed an EV card that I found, and I mentioned that I had found another Pokemon card. Well, this one is a, like, one of the original, I guess, Pokemon cards. It's from the Fossil set, which I think is like the second set that came out of Pokemon cards. It's dated 1999. I think I was told that it was actually from like 1998. But I was not. I was born in 1998, so it was weird to find something that was so close to, my birth, because no, I don't know who else in my family would have been collecting Pokemon cards. And I never had Pokemon cards when I was younger, really. It wasn't until like teenager that I was like buying Pokemon cards for myself. Anyway, so this was a cool find. And then I also have these National Geographic, they're like stickers. And there's a bunch of, varieties of animals. Anyway, I thought I would show those because I found them while I was cleaning up, and I wasn't quite sure where they had gone. I'd put them in my pocket apparently at some point, and I found them in my sweater. So anyway, just a little, side tangent. Alright, hi guys. I just wanted to pop in here at the end and do one final thing. So first of all, I dug these out of my junk journal stash. I brought these home from my grandparents' house a while ago, and they're Dollar Tree stickers, and they were obviously kind of old, and they weren't they didn't have any adhesive on them, so I just took a glue stick and glued them down to paper, and these are two fun ones that I did. These ones are just organized pages, but these are two fun ones I did after I did the organized pages. But I just glued them down, and I can use them in any of my junk journals. So I just thought I would show that. And then I wanted to show, I said earlier I showed off junk journal options, but I found more in that last clip that you guys saw, so I'm gonna show those off, but I think I have my stuff picked out. So first we have this smash journal. This is a junk journal. It's just got printed pages, and then we have a couple sketchbooks, but I don't know if I want to use these as my junk journals, just because these ones are kind of nice paper. Then we have a Canson one. These spiral bound ones would be, if they were not nice paper, they would be a good choice. So just a Canson. It is 9x12. I think this is one that I brought home from my grandparents' house. I'm not sure. This is just a random sketchbook kind of deal. And it's that kind of cheapy wood pulp paper. But it's kind of small. I don't know how big it is. Maybe it's 8.5 by 11. I don't know, but and this is one of the generic sketch pads. I used to have a lot of these, I think. And then I showed this one already. This is 11 by 14, but I find that bound hard bound journals aren't as good, because there's less space for the pages to expand when you paste them down. But yeah, so those were the couple sketchbooks and stuff. And I mean, who knows, I might end up using some of these as junk journals or whatever, but I don't know if I'll use them for this series, I guess. So I think my final decision on this is I'm going to use this Creative Memories scrapbook. This can hold a lot of pages. I don't even know how many. The binding expands and stuff, so it can hold a lot of pages, and they're meant to be like for you to put other stuff on the pages, if that makes sense. So I felt like that would be good. And like it's I say it's gonna be a junk journal, but it might be more like a photo album, more like a kind of a junk journal. I don't know. But I also do have this little just a little top loading album scrapbook, and these both were thrifted. My mom gave me this one, and I just feel like, I don't know, I can put stuff in here. And then lastly, I have this is not like thrifted or anything. This is not from my grandparents' house. I bought this at like a discount store, but they are all purple, which is my grandmother's favorite color. So I might not end up using all 3 of these, but I think like earmarking them all for this project is a good idea. I don't know, like I might do the Creative Memories album, or like a proper photo album, and then I can do more junk journal-y stuff in this is a Artsio sketchbook. I mean, I might decide not to use this at all, but I have plenty of sketchbooks, but I don't know. And then I have this for I could put like photo cards, postcards, stuff like that in it. I stuff I don't want to glue down potentially. I don't know. You guys might not see this project for a while, but I don't know, it's just something I've been thinking about, because my grandmother has a lot of like paper ephemera. You've seen it, obviously. So crafting supplies, paper supplies, stuff like that. So like I'm bringing it home to a new home, to my house, but I don't want it to just like sit in a box. I want it to put it somewhere. I don't want to just like hoard it in a box. So that's why I was leaning towards doing like a junk journal photo album kind of deal. Yeah. Anyway, so thank you guys for joining. I know this isn't, I say it every video, I know this isn't like art content per se, but you know, it is one of my hobbies. It is something that I've been working on a lot this year, is going to my grandparents' house and like helping them clean and stuff. So maybe you'll get a vlog or something one of these times of me doing it, because there's a potential that I might go stay with them for a while. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, especially this unusual content. I will see you in the next one very soon. Have a good day, night, or wherever you are, and I'll see you next time.